You know, uh, balance is an incredible thing. You know, when you learn how to, balance, I just feel like you can really enjoy, uh, you can enjoy life in its entirety. Uh, I'm even noticing certain things about myself, like, you know, I went my whole life just trying to like do everything one way. You know what I mean? And I think also uh, you find that, and even in religion, um, it's there's no balance. You know what I mean? Um, religious beliefs, it's like no balance. It's like, our way is the way. You know what I mean? And um, it's no compromise. You know what I mean? But life, um, this experience, um, like how are you really enjoying and experiencing everything that's here for you to enjoy and experience without balance? Without balance, uh, you can go you can go too far to the right or too far to the left. You know what I mean? Too you can go too high up, you can go too low. But it's like that sweet spot, that balance. It's incredible. It's a beautiful thing once you start to realize it and understand it. You know what I mean? It can help, like, it can help this experience be beautiful, be great. It could be an amazing experience. Life can be an amazing experience. And the more and more, like, I go through things or I understand things, I realize that balance is the key. Balance is like that key that everyone is searching for to unlock that door. You know what I mean? Like, balance is like that passcode, that numeric code, that combination, that secret, uh, that secret password. At the slide door. Like, balance is all of those things. Um, because you think about it, like, why are these things here? Why is this experience what it is? Like, why do we have so many things like put here for us as humans to experience them, to touch, to smell, to taste, um, to feel? If I didn't say that one already, like, just all of the senses that we have. Uh, why else would we have these senses? You know what I mean? And I just really think, um, I think it's obvious, but I just think, throughout the experience along the way, I just feel that humans overindulge, humans abuse. Um, humans are habitual by nature, I believe, and it's like you ever eat something so much or drink the same thing or uh just do the same thing over and over and over again and you get tired of it. You know what I mean? Like, you could eat the same food, you could eat fucking, it tastes so good, but you could just eat chicken for like 6, 7, 8 days straight, a month straight. Some people even longer than that. And then they get to a point um that you don't ever want to see another piece of chicken. You know what I mean? You don't ever want to, you can eat a certain kind of potato chips and it's just like you get to a point where you're like, yo, I don't want to eat another bag of those chips like as long as I live. You know what I mean? And you start to resent it, you start to hate it, or you dislike it. And I think that uh, that's similar to what people experience, you know, when they just overindulge, and they like burn something out. You know, it could be anything. It could be sex. It could be getting high. Um, you know, it could be, you know, overeating. You know what I mean? Like, um, you know, whatever it is. You could buy too many cars. You could buy like. I just think if it was like more balanced people that had that discipline and had that balance, like that balanced way of living, I think those people, including myself, that's something like I said that I'm really on now. At this part of my journey, I think those people are really having their way. I think those kinds of people are really enjoying life, because you got so many people out here that's like their way or no way. Everybody feel like they got it figured out. They know the answers. They know the way how we supposed to live, how we were created to live, what we shouldn't eat, what we should eat, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. Uh, everybody's like, everybody, a lot of people have their thing, or like to believe that they have it figured out. Like they have the blueprint, or they have the cheat code on how you can live life or should live life. Um, and just like parenting, bro, I had to realize that, like, just like being a parent, it's no book, it's no instruction manual on how to be a parent, on how to be a dad. Excuse me. It's no book. um and the same thing with living this life and enjoying this human experience. Don't let nobody tell you how to live. You know what I mean? How you should live, and the way you should live in the right way. Uh, it don't exist. You know, you got people out here making money and off creating content, off telling people on YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, telling people how to live, or, you know, what to do on their day to day. Like, you literally have people telling people or giving people guidelines or guide, or blueprint on how to live Monday through Sunday, what to eat, what to put in their bodies. You got content creators that tell people what to have for breakfast, what to have for lunch, what to have for dinner, how many calories to intake. Uh, and it's even crazier that people are following that. You know what I mean? People are following that, and I just feel like we all have our own map. We're brought here with our own map. It's up to us to like discover it. You know what I mean? And what we unlock within ourselves. But we all have our own map, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just made me think, like, you know, it's just important to just experience, you know, because like I said, everybody, let them tell it, they got it figured out, and they're going to tell you how to live and how you shouldn't live. And I just feel like a lot of people get away from, you know, the realities of like just experiencing this shit. You know what I mean? Too much of anything is bad. You know, so with that being said, it's like, just enjoy it. And this is me telling me this as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had this talk with myself not long ago. Like, bro, why you want to live? Why you want to sign yourself up? Why you want to subscribe yourself to being miserable? Because another individual told you how you shouldn't live or how you should live. What's right and what's wrong. You know, like I said in the other video, like, we obviously know the things that's considered to be wrong. We know those things, you know what I mean? We know right from wrong. As humans, we know what's really bad or, you know, not so good, you know what I mean? But outside of that, it's like, just experience it, you know what I mean? Whether you drink, you smoke, you eating, you know, just finding that balance. You know what I mean? Working as hard as you play. You know what I mean? Playing as hard as you work. Not forgetting about yourself. But I felt, and the reason for this video is, as well, is like I went down a rabbit hole of like trying to be perfect and like doing what I always did as a human being since like childhood. Just always doing whatever it was, like just doing that and never even making room or never even given the opportunity or even optimism of like, yo, you could do it both ways, or you could do this and then you could do that. You know what I mean? It's always just been one way. I've been that way with friends. It's always just been, friends that I've always known. There's never been an opportunity to maybe meet new friends or different types of people. Like, that way of thinking and that way of like going about life can like stagnate you, and it can like leave you with like a shitty quality of life. And I'm learning that through experience. Of course, that's where you're gonna gain a lot of your wisdom from, is just life experiences. You know what I mean? Can't a motherfucker tell you nothing. You know what I mean? You gotta go through this life and experience what your experiences are, and learn from them and gain whatever you gain from it. But I think it's just extremely important that we just live our lives to the fullest, and we just always remember, we always choose to find that balance. We always come back. You know what I mean? If we go too far, we make sure we bring it back. It's just important, man, because a lot of people that just live in one way, they have no balance. And they can smile and they can tell the camera, they can tell people around them how happy they are, but deep down inside, they're miserable. You know what I mean? They're miserable. And I think a lot of people would choose balance over extremities. I think people would choose balance over extremities. Just being extreme, in one place or one part of their life. You know what I mean? Or just being extreme in this one lane or this one part of their life, or whatever the case may be. Because again, it's so much resentment. You know what I mean? From the things that they couldn't control. Us as humans, we don't like what we can't control. You know what I mean? We don't like the things that have control over us. Hence, relationships, a woman, a man, substance abuse. You no longer drinking, but it's drinking you. You know what I mean? Like we don't enjoy that as humans. We hate that. You know what I mean? Because we're not in control. And so a lot of times the results are people, I don't smoke, or I'm 200 days sober, or I'm a year sober. Is because that thing that you may enjoy, even if it's not just substance, but food or whatever it may be, you can't control it. It controls you. So instead of still every now and again doing things that you really love and enjoy, you just cut it out all the way. And I just, from experience, I chose that. I chose to do that. And life was miserable. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I always was reminded, and I felt like I can't do something. And I had a hard time accepting, like, well, just, I had people telling me, like, my kid's mom would tell me, like, everything is not for everybody. Like, maybe it's just something you can't do. And I just felt like, I used to feel a way about that. Like, as if I just copped out or I gave up. You know what I mean? Instead of, for me, I looked at it like, no, I'm going to be in control. I'm going to master this shit. I'm going to master balancing life to a point so that I can have fun. I can enjoy things. You know what I mean? Because living life one way is boring. It's boring as shit. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you tell yourself you don't do something or you can't, it's because you can't control it. You're not in control of it. It controls you. And once you tap into that thing, you no longer have control. And so you shut it down completely. You know what I mean? So you don't have to, deal with that. But I just felt like, even on my journey of just sobriety and I was just cutting so many things out of my life, I just felt like, damn, I ain't gonna have pretty soon, I ain't gonna have shit to enjoy. And then I just started to think, like, but what if I could put myself to the real test and do the real work. You know what I mean? Instead of just shutting it down and making it feel forbidden or feel sinful. You know what I mean? Like tricking my mind. What if I tried to just really just be in control and find balance in any and everything that I do so that I can enjoy these things sometimes? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just wanted to really, discuss that, talk about that. That was something on my mind. If y'all got any experiences or y'all going through that in y'all life, certain things maybe holding you back or stopping you from enjoying life, you know what I mean? Put it at the bottom of the video.